been quite the day at Matt Gavlak Stadium, but with one game down, we still have two more to go here, and this time it's a big bowl game matchup from the premier division of 8-man football. It's the D1 Victory Bowl right here in Panama City Beach, Florida. What a matchup we have here between the South Haven Patriots and the Tri-State Crusaders. Here we go, we're getting this game underway following the opening kickoff. What a day here in Panama City, cool breeze, nice temperature, a great day for football here in mid-November. And South Haven comes up to the line, 1st and 10 to start the day. Here we go, they're sending a man. No, he's just getting lined up. Thought he was sending a man in motion there for a second. They're lined up, ready to take the snap. 1st and 10, and the bowl game is officially underway. They're going to start with a deep pass, and that pass is complete to Cade Atkinson for the touchdown to open up the game. My goodness, and an opening touchdown to kick things off here in PCB.
Cade Atkinson, big name from Thursday night. Good to see him starting the game hot today.
What an amazing start to the game, and if you're South Haven, that's exactly what you want to see. Quite literally kicking things off with a score.
Thursday night, they utilized Atkinson more so in the run game, so I think that was a great use of mixing up what they do with their personnel. I know on the season he's been a big pass threat, but as far as Thursday night, what have you done for me lately? He was a huge staple in the run game. So
to go for a 2-point conversion.
Here we go. They're going to go for the 2-point conversion to follow up, to gain on the early capitalization. Wyatt's going to step back, and he throws that pass to his right. That pass was intended for Atkinson, and it's incomplete. So the score will be 6-0 to start this one. And what an explosive start for the Patriots.
Patriots on the board first with 6 points.
You're on a break?
No. Yeah, I can. Oh, were we not starting? Are we in a break right now?
That's Atkinson.
And again, steps up big. He recovers that onside kick for South Haven. So far we've had a kickoff and 3 big plays by Atkinson.
1st and 10.
You said it, Hunter. We apologize for the technical difficulties here as we continue things here in Panama City Beach. What a big onside kick recovery there. This is a team that came to play. Here we go now. They're lined up on 1st and 10 once again to try and double dip on the score. Sends a man in motion, and it's going to be handed off.
Show with a handoff to number 9.
That was Tate Billard that time, who got tackled at the line.
Stopped after
2nd down now.
Take that back, no gain on the play.
Tri-State's coming off a game against Freedom Thursday, so they had a lot of practice Thursday in that run game with the tough yards, and you can see that man in the box coming downhill, getting him before he could get a chance to get started.
Here we go now, 2nd down. Choate in the backfield now, got 2 receivers ready.
Flags down.
There's a flag before the snap. See what the referees say here. They're going to push South Haven back. following the penalty now, so this is going to be an even longer second down.
Lined up offside by the Patriots.
Somebody was offsides there.
5-yard penalty. Remains second down.
Here we go. They send a man in motion. Choate now looking for a man. He
Choate
throws it
back.
to his right. That pass is caught by
Rush.
Jack Rush.
Down the sidelines.
That was Rush there, the tight end who caught the ball, goes out of bounds.
And number 22, that's Kolb and Zimmerman. Injury timeout on the field.
Now with the injury timeout. What an explosive start in this game for South Haven. Welcome you back here to this big game. 1st and 10 now for South Haven. Choate got 2 mans next to him. And he's going to hand this one off. This one's going to be in the hands of Jared White for the short gain. It's going to be second down off the short run.
Brings up second down at the 33-yard line.
One thing about this South Haven offense that's really impressive is how often they spread it out. They don't ride one guy play after play after play. They really give all of their playmakers an opportunity to make the big play.
Here we go now, second down. Looking to convert here as they dig deeper into opposing territory. It's going to be Choate again, this time passing. He's going to sling this one to the right. That pass is caught, and he goes out of bounds. That appeared to be Schroeder who caught it.
Schroeder.
And that'll be a first down for the Patriots.
Brought down by number 51, Caleb Zimmerman.
Here we go, it's Choate again, this time looking for a man. He goes up the middle, finds a guy wide open, and that's going to be a touchdown by Tate Ballard.
For the Patriot touchdown.
What a play there, perfectly drawn up. He beats the secondary and straight to the end zone. What a start to this game for South Haven.
Yeah, the quarterback escaped the pocket to the left, really drew those linebackers in. He was able to get behind the linebackers, no secondary to be accounted for there, and he was back in the back end wide open.
Great execution there by the offense. Make it 12-0. They're going to go for the 2-point conversion now. It's going to be Choate again. He throws to the right, and that's going to be a pass interference call.
Choate's pass.
They're going to call that against number 2 there for Tri-State.
Flag on the play. Pass interference on the play.
That's going to push them up closer to the line. Going to have a better shot at getting the 2-point conversion this time around. Getting set here is the Patriots. Choate now in the backfield, sends a man in motion. Let's see what he does. That man is Atkinson. And here we go. A second try at the 2-point conversion. Can they get open? And he had a lot of pressure on that one as he overthrows Jared White for the incompletion.
Receiver was White. 2-point conversion fails. But with 9:35.
What a start to this first quarter we have going on here. 12-0. We'll be back after the break.
South Haven. Once again, Rosh to kick off for the Patriots.
Welcome back here to the Victory Bowl in Division I between South Haven and Tri-State. What an electric start for the Patriots thus far, 12-0. They're going to kick the ball off here, and the Crusaders are going to get a chance with the football. And that looks like an illegal procedure. He touched it too early. Nobody on the other side had a finger on the football. Either that or they're going to get him for the kick going out of bounds.
So the Crusaders will start their drive.
They're going to say Tri-State football here as they come up for the 1st and 10.
41-yard line.
Their first drive of the game, the last onside kick, was recovered by the kicking team. So now we're going to get a chance to see what this offense can do down by 12.
Start 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Crusaders football, 1st and 10 at about the 45-yard line. And they're going to hand this one off to Sproul. He gets about 4 yards on the carry and goes down. It'll be 2nd down for Tri-State.
3-yard gain, 2nd down.
Again, starting off with small yardage, trying to build up that momentum. It's definitely in the favor of South Haven right now, but helping stop those two-point conversions, definitely helping with keeping morals up right now. Tri-State now for the 2nd down. And this one is handed off once again to Sproul. This time he gets pushed back, and he's not going to go anywhere. He's pushed back by Cameron Combs from South Haven.
South Haven definitely came ready today. They took that heartbreaking loss, that overtime loss Thursday night.
4-yard line.
And they've came
Brings up a 3rd
ready.
down and 12.
South Haven pushing back. Great defensive start there, keeping them in a small yard play and pushing them back for negative yards on the 2nd. It'll be 3rd and long for the Crusaders.
Crusaders going to stay in that tight set. I wouldn't be surprised to see a tight end try to slip out here.
Let's see what they do now. This one's go.
Zimmerman with the handoff.
They're going to hand this one off, and it's going to go left before he gets tackled.
And dropped for a loss. Puts him back at the 42-yard line for a 4th down.
It's going to be a big 4th down right here. 4th and super long for the Crusaders.
Nobody back deep for South Haven.
So the ball snapped, and they're going to punt it away. This one's going to go back. Nobody back there to grab it.
Colb's punt.
It's going to stop at about the 20-yard line.
Down at the 20-yard line.
South Haven's offense will take the field. And what a start for this Patriots team. Absolute dominance thus far.
For the South Haven defense, you can tell they're getting to play a much different style than they did Thursday night. Thursday night they were spread out all over the field, so it looked like they were very comfortable with 8 in the box there.
Here we go now. South Haven's offense coming back on the field. They've had 2 touchdowns already. Very explosive plays looking for a third. And they're going to go with an option look. They run left. He opts to not pitch it. And he's going to get tackled for a loss.
Down by number 80, Graber.
That was Choate again on the run. So 2nd and long here for the Patriots. Ball still at the 20-yard line. Here we go. Choate with a man to his right. That's Atkinson. He's got 2 receivers lined up. Let's see what type of play he makes here. Defense a little more spread out. This time it's going to be Choate with a screen pass, and a flag is thrown on the play that time as Atkinson rips off a huge one, still on his feet, still trying to fight it. It looks like he'll be brought down at about the 45, but there's a flag back where the play started.
Down on the play.
See what the referees say. Could be holding. Not quite sure on that one. And it is going to be holding, a costly penalty on what otherwise would have been a huge game there by Cade Atkinson.
And we're still second
That's
down.
not the way they want to start this drive. It'll be 2nd down now from the 10-yard line. 5 minutes, 59 seconds left in the quarter. Had a lot of big plays so far in the first quarter. Here we go, it's Wyatt Choate again. He's got guys all around him. And he's going to hand this one off, and his back's going to go left. Looks like he's going to launch the ball. This goes downfield into coverage. Doesn't go anywhere.
Intended for number 8, Schroeder.
And my goodness, it sails over the head of Cameron Combs, who was locked up in some heavy coverage there.
Looks like we could have another holding on that play.
On the defense.
Right there at the line of scrimmage.
Of course,
Flag down on
as
the
you said,
play.
a flag back at the start of the play.
We've got a defense.
Be a defensive holding this go around.
Holding called on the Crusaders.
Not a good look for Tri-State. That's going to help out South Haven a little bit here.
The 10-yard penalty brings it back to the original line of scrimmage, and it remains 2nd down.
Now they're back at the 20-yard line. Haven't seemed to been able to get past it yet on this drive. The original line of scrimmage where we started from. It's 1st and 10 now, or 2nd and 10, excuse me, for the Patriots. Here we go, and it's Choate. He's going to hand this one off, and they're going to try a run again. Sheds a couple tacklers, but ultimately gets brought down. Atkinson struggling for a run.
Griffey, flags on the play.
There are more flags on the play. Penalties definitely the story of this first quarter, especially on this drive. South Haven struggling to move.
Calling the field's personal foul, face mask.
It looks like it's going to be a
On the
face
Crusaders.
mask penalty called against Tri-State, a personal foul there. And finally, South Haven moves beyond the 20-yard line.
Penalty.
Yeah, a lot of times out wide with the
So that
receiver and
gives the
cornerback, they're
Patriots
hand fight.
first
Corner's
down.
trying to get a good jam on the receiver, and
At
his
their own
hands just got a little
35-yard
high
line.
up into his face mask, cost him the first down there.
Here we go now, 1st and 10 from the 30. It's Choate this time, gonna pass up the middle, wide open. That ball is caught by Schroeder, who's darting towards the end zone. That's just Tate Ballard, who finds it for the Patriots touchdown. And South Haven Triples up on score. Tate Ballard with the touchdown. My goodness, you can see he just burns the entire defense wide open. Nobody to catch him. An absolute dot thrown to him, and he takes it and runs all the way back to the house. Perfectly executed play, and another explosive one from South Haven.
Yeah, South Haven did a great job on that play of stretching the field with their routes horizontally, sent the tight end right down the middle, nobody there, and then Ballard did an excellent job staying with that ball, bobbled it initially, stayed with it, finished the catch for another South Haven touchdown.
18-0 here. They're going to go for the two-point conversion. Got their receivers spread out. Let's see what they do. They have Samuel Hill on the left. It's going to be Choate who steps back and throws it up the middle. That ball goes overhead, and it's no good.
Intended for Schroeder. Broken up by Quanton.
18-0 is the story of this one so far in the first quarter, and we got more football action for you coming up next after the break. You don't want to miss it. Welcome back here to the Victory Bowl in Panama City Beach. Division I 8-man football here. We got an 18-0 score. South Haven with the lead. Onside kicks it there, and there's going to be a flag on the play off rip. That was going to land in the hands of Tri-State there before the flag.
Going to have an offsides there.
Offsides on the Patriots. That'll back up the kickoff 5 yards, and we'll try again.
They're going to do another kickoff, this time from 5 yards further back. And South Haven's going to scoot things. Tri-State hoping to get an explosive play. They're starting to fade early in this one. 4 minutes 38 left in the first quarter. They're down 18-0. Here you go, the Patriots lined up to kick. It's going to be another onside kick. And he touched it, another illegal procedure for touching the football.
Out of bounds after 5 yards, only going 5
Back-to-back penalties on the kickoffs.
Go at least 10. So we have flags down.
South Haven trying desperately to get that football back. You can tell they want to run the score up as much as possible and just end the game early.
That'll give the Crusaders the ball.
Tri-State now with the football after the second flag on the kickoff. It's going to be 1st and 10. And we'll see if they can move the ball here after struggling on the previous drives.
Make that the 35-yard line.
Ball will be spotted at the 35 for Tri-State. Here we go now, 1st and 10 for the Crusaders. The ball snapped. They're going to hand this one off to the big boy, and he's going to rip off for a run, taking it all the way to the end zone. That's going to be a touchdown for Zimmerman. Tri-State answers.
You see Tri-State staying with what they know, running the ball hard inside, get all their linemen to their assignments. A big hole for the running back there, and a quick strike to get them back in this football game.
Ball placed at the
Kylan Zimmerman with the hero ball play there, powering through the defense and taking off to the house. The type of plays running backs dream of right there. As Tri-State comes to the line for the 2-point conversion. Got a loaded line. Zimmerman in the backfield now. Going to utilize him on this play. The ball snapped to the running back. He cuts right and is immediately stopped. And that conversion attempt will be no good.
Brought down by number 12, Hill.
18-6 is the score in this one. What a game we have so far. More football action coming your way after the break.
Number 12, Cole, to kick off for the Crusaders. Number 5, White, back deep for the Patriots.
Rylan Kolb now set to kick this one for the Crusaders. It's going to be an onside kick. It's muffed, but he picks it back up, and he's going to try and run with it.
Squib kick into the
And he goes down. That's Oliver Rush on the carry.
Brought down there at the 42-yard line.
Tri-State's kicked it
Got a flag
exactly where
down
they
on the
wanted to.
play.
You could tell they were targeting Big 51. Dropped the ball, got what they wanted, but he was able to recover it quickly. And you know, most of the time when a number 50 has the ball in his hands, you see him hit the ground, but not 51. He picked it up and tried to get as much as he could out of that play.
And it looked like it was a squib kick attempt that maybe went off course a little there, but nonetheless, South Haven got the ball back, and the Patriots now looking to answer. 18-6. Let's see what this offense can do. And here we go. This one's going to go in the hands of Choate, who passes it over to Atkinson. He's been one of the big players of the day. Gets about 3 yards on the play. It'll be second down now.
A yard on the game. Brought down.
Kind of moves Atkinson to his left a little bit, tries to find that opening. He gets a good cut, but it's not enough to get past the secondary lined up there. They managed to bring him down. It'll be second down.
One of the impressive things about the South Haven offense, they just continue to apply pressure, play in and play out. You can see that was a short, safe throw. However, one missed tackle, and that's off for the races. So that's one of the most impressive things about this South Haven offense. They just continue to apply that pressure.
It's important for the Crusaders to try and stay tight on defense because this is a team that knows how to spread people out. It's what they've been doing so far. Here we go at South Haven again. This time he throws to his right. This one sails over the head of Schroeder, and that's going to be incomplete. And third down for South Haven.
Incomplete. Number 2, Quantum on the defense.
He drew up the play well, was not able to execute it.
Yeah, and although it was an incomplete pass, you see what the play caller's doing there. You know, first down, we're going to throw it short. We're going to throw it out in the flats, give our guy a chance to make a play and miss. Next play, second down, we're driving the ball down the field. We're going for the home run on you.
9 yards
Can you cover
to go.
my guy or not? And they just applied, Tri-State just applied enough pressure there to have the pass slightly off target.
Here we go, a big third down opportunity here for the Patriots. A conversion will save the drive. They got wide receivers eyeing down the corners. They're going to go for a pass here. They throw a slant up the middle. This pass was intended for Ballard, and it's incomplete.
Tri-State's almost comes up with an interception there, just a step late, picked it up off the ground, but
And it looked like it was going to be picked off there for a second. Tate Bellard able to get his hands in there. Unfortunately, not able to catch it. That'll make it 4th down for South Haven.
Yeah, Miller did well to stay with the play there. That wasn't his guy. He was crossing up, saw the ball bouncing around, and that'd be something to watch with Ballard. That's the second one where, you know, the first one he stayed with it and scored a touchdown, but that one, well-delivered ball, just bobbled a little bit and almost cost him there.
You said it, and here we go. It's a big 4th down. Looks like they're going to punt this one away and try and keep Tri-State back while they have the lead. Probably a good decision here, but they're going to throw it instead. This one lands in the hands of Tate Ballard. He's going to try and get the first down, and he does, and South Haven moves the chains.
For a Patriot first down.
South Haven pulling out all the stops this game, onside kicks, fake punts. What else will we see as the day goes on?
46-yard line.
Throwing Tri-State for a loop there. They definitely thought they were going to be getting the ball back there, but instead they let up on a huge play, and South Haven moves the chains.
South Haven's offense is so explosive. When you get a chance to get them off the field, you've got to capitalize on that, because now they've got a fresh set of downs, and I can promise they're going to go for the end zone at least once here in the next 2 or 3 plays.
1st and 10 here for the Patriots. The ball snapped. It's in the hand of Choates again. He throws that right, and it looked like he completed and fumbled it, but they're going to rule it incomplete.
Schroeder called it incomplete.
The pass from Wyatt Choate almost right into the hands of Schroeder. A good defensive play there from Tri-State, playing the football, keeping it out of the hands of the receiver. It's now 2nd and 10 for the offense. Three guys in the back looking to do what they've done all game. That ball goes to Choate, and they're going to hand it off to Atkinson, who goes back but tries to find some yards to make up for. He does get them, still on his feet, breaks a man's ankle, shakes off a tackle, and goes down at about the 25.
Atkinson, man, you just can't bring him down by yourself. As a team, you have to be back there to help your guy. We get one guy in the backfield quick. He keeps his feet moving, reverses field. I believe makes another 2 guys miss, and for a huge gain there.
An explosive play from Cade Atkinson. My goodness, 1st and 10. Now South Haven deep into enemy territory, approaching the end zone. Think it over. Want to make a good decision here on the offense.
I would watch that tight end down the middle. That's been a good one for them today. They've stretched the field horizontally here these last 2 or 3 plays, so I would watch for that here.
Wyatt Choate coming in. They have Schroeder on the right, eyeing one of the DBs. Here we go. The offense takes the snap. They hand that one off to Jared White, and he's stuffed back behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
By Atkinson. Check that, I'm sorry, by Zimmerman.
Great play there by Tri-State. Get in the backfield, get him wrapped up, put him in a 2nd and plus situation, see where the offense goes here.
2nd down here for South Haven as a timeout is called. Timeout was called. Didn't hear any signal from the receivers there. No whistles, and the clock is still running, but both teams are in the huddle. Now a whistle blows. Seems to be a little bit of confusion on the field, and now the referee signals for the timeout.
Timeout called by the Patriots.
Looks like South Haven calls a timeout, and when we come back, more football. Stay tuned here on 8 Man Extreme. South Haven coming back on the field for a big second down behind the initial line of scrimmage. They were brought back on that previous play for the loss of yards. Here we go. It's Choate in the backfield now. Takes the snap. Now this is Atkinson with the football.
Keeper up the middle.
He gains about 2 yards.
Down by number 8, Castro.
And he's brought down. It'll be third down now for South Haven. They had an explosive offense all quarter, but now things are starting to slow down. They've had the ball for quite a while on this drive as the clock's ticking. We're at 23 seconds. Things are running down fast towards the end of the first quarter. Now Choate comes in. Ten seconds to go. They might get one more play in here before the end of the quarter. 2 seconds. And they snap it right before the buzzer. Choate's going to throw deep to the right. That pass incomplete. And that'll be fourth down and the end of the first quarter of this football game. South Haven leads 18-6 in this big one. We'll get you more football after the break. We welcome you back here in Panama City Beach as we start the second quarter here. South Haven with the football on a big fourth down play at about the 25-yard line. Big moment here for the offense. We've talked about how explosive they are. This would be a good time for them to prove that that remains the case. Big opportunity to convert, keep the lead, and prevent the Crusaders from getting an opportunity to make this game a little bit closer. We wait the ref to spot the ball. Here we go. Fourth down, set. Choate in the backfield there. There's Cade Atkinson to his right. Let's see what he does here. He's going to throw it up the middle. That pass is caught by Schroeder, and he gets the first down to move the chains.
Great play call there. Everybody's focused on Atkinson in the backfield. Just a simple slant to space. The quarterback threw it to the grass, and huge conversion there for South Haven.
A monstrous conversion to prove why they're one of those more explosive teams, particularly this offense.
Goal for the Patriots.
Now it's a big first down in the red zone as they start approaching towards a score. We've seen some big plays thus far. They're going to attempt another here. It's Choate. He's going to hand this one off to Atkinson, who's going to cut up the middle and gets a short gain, and he appears to be down at the 5.
Great job by Tri-State there, all converging on Atkinson there to make sure he doesn't break loose and get in the end zone.
A great play there by the defense to make it a second down. South Haven looking to see what they can do with what they have. One of the beauties of 8-man football. You see this on just about every play. Choate comes in. And here we go. It's Choate who gets the ball. He's looking for an open receiver. He throws it to his right, and that one's going to be batted away.
Pass interference.
And they're calling PI there on the defense.
Broken up by Quanton.
That's such a difficult play for the defensive player there. You're out on an island. The receiver knows where he's going. You have to react, and down this close to the goal line, you have very little time to react. So, unfortunate for the young man. He played that play very, very hard. Just can't get to him that early.
And it was the freshman Isaiah Cortang who was in there to try and bat the ball away.
Second down.
And he gets called for the PI there. Here we go, they're going to try again. 2nd and goal here for the Patriots. That ball is snapped. He rolls to his left, and it's incomplete. It was intended for Atkinson.
Incomplete.
Who was not open. He was locked up in some tight coverage there and was unable to get some hands on the football. 3rd and goal now for the offense. We already saw on this drive with a big 4th down conversion that they play good in these threatening situations. So now on 3rd down near the goal line, let's see if they could do it again.
Yeah, if I'm South Haven, I'm having to put the ball in Atkinson's hands here. They do have a plethora of weapons, but he's consistently been your guy. I'm giving him the ball here inside the 5 and seeing what kind of play he can make for me.
Here we go, it's Wyatt Choate again. He's going to get this one and hand it off to Atkinson. Atkinson's going to run up the middle, almost loses the football. But he holds on to it. That'll make it 4th down.
Looks like he got inside the 1. However, one of Tri-State's players, it looks like 22 had a helmet come off, so he's got to sit out this play. I would look at that and see if we can attack that, if the offense can attack that.
Timeout on the field.
Timeout called
by the Crusaders.
This one's called by Tri-State. And we're going to come back here in a second with more football here on 8-Man Extreme. Stay tuned. All right, here we go. Big 4th down attempt here from South Haven. Let's see if they can finish this drive and get it done.
A lot of space up top. You see the receiver lined up at the hash, gives himself a lot of room to work outside. But here Atkinson is lined up at Q.
They got Atkinson and Hill in the back. Atkinson's going to run. Hill's going to block. Does he get over the goal line? And they say he does. That's going to be a touchdown for South Haven, and the lead extends.
That's just an instance of, this is our guy. We're going to give him the ball, let him make a play, stop him if you can. And it was a great defensive play. They were there. Atkinson just kept his legs moving, pushed through the goal line for another South Haven touchdown.
And let's talk about this gutsy offense between Choate and Atkinson. They've made some huge plays here in the first half. 24-6, already starting to run away with the game. Definitely something to take note of as we head into halftime here in about 10 minutes. Here we go. It's Choate in the backfield now for the 2-point conversion. He's going to roll this one to the right. That pass was intended for Ballard, and it's incomplete. And the 2-point conversion is no good.
Incomplete.
Great play call. It hit him in the hand. He just wasn't able to get both hands up to complete the catch. But great play call. He delivered a good ball to him, just a little out of reach.
6.
What a great drive there from South Haven, unable to get the 2-point conversion attempt. Not the first time they've missed one of those today, but a good offensive drive nonetheless. Tri-State starting to fade behind. Offense definitely needs to pick up and make some plays. Defense needs to make some stops, getting beat all around the edges.
Yeah, in 8-man football, the two-point conversion is just such a weapon. But and you see that both by the offense and defense every time there's one. It's never a free play for either side. And you may see, I mean, the missed two-point conversions may keep this closer for a little longer.
Exactly. There could be about 6 extra points on the board there for South Haven. But instead, they're going to have to kick it here after missing. So Tri-State is going to try and catch the onside kick, which they do. Almost had a man run away with it. They get stopped at the 45-yard line.
Great recovery there, and got it in enough time that he tucked it and gained some yardage there. So sets up Tri-State's up very well to start this drive.
That was DJ Graber there, one of the team captains, the senior who caught it and was able to spot it down. And now it's up to Tri-State to try and make some magic happen here. They've had a good time kind of keeping the defense stalled a little bit, but they haven't been able to score. Here we go with the referee's whistle. It's 1st and 10 now for the Crusaders. Waiting the snap. He's got a back behind him. He's going to hand this one off. No, it's a fake handoff, and he's going to try and run away with it instead, and he gets the first down. What a big run there by Kylan Zimmerman.
Great play call there to create a numbers advantage on the left side for Zimmerman. Not sure if it was a fake or a read. Either way, they take everybody over to the right side of the formation, give him a chance to go back left and get the first down there.
Good play there by Zimmerman. Great awareness to cut left and go for the sideline. Almost gets the first down. They mark him short, so it'll be 2nd down for the Crusaders. Another play like that would be a good conversion for them. It's one of the best plays they've had all game.
Outside of the touchdown, absolutely. And you're seeing a different formation now than earlier. Earlier you saw 2 tight ends. Now you're seeing a 1 tight end with an H-back look and a man split out wide. See what all they can do out of this.
Here we go. It's 2nd down. Just a couple of yards. Zimmerman hands this one off, and he gets stuffed for a loss of yards there. And a flag on the play, multiple, following the play. I believe this is directed towards South Haven.
I think you're going to see a late hit there. Have to see the replay on that just to see, but those guys are playing hard. They're playing through the whistle. Don't think there was any dirty intent there. I think that's just a group of young men playing hard and playing, just making sure they send a statement.
And despite this statement, it looks like they're still going to get called for it, so that might move Tri-State up 15 yards. And it will, so that's going to be an automatic first down there for Tri-State. Now the Crusaders might get a chance to get a little bit of that momentum back as South Haven kind of botches the play there. This will put them up in the red zone now. Free 15 yards on the play.
Going back to that tight set. Bring all the blockers in the box here. Make South Haven play gap control.
And Tri-State looking for a big play. They're going to do another fake handoff. It's Zimmerman now running this one, and he gets stopped at the 20-yard line.
After a short gain.
Another big play by Kylan Zimmerman, the junior, 5'10", 180 pounds, one of the team captains and one of the most trusted players on this Tri-State squad.
Make that the 21-yard line.
They're going to put this at the 21-yard line. 8 minutes, 47 seconds to go. It's 2nd down. Tri-State hoping to get some of that momentum back they lost in the first quarter. A score here would be a huge deal to put them at double digits. Here we go, the ball snap to Zimmerman, who hands this one off, runs up the middle of the pile, and gets tackled there. It'll be 3rd down.
Great job by South Haven not paying attention to all the extracurricular in the backfield, the misdirection, staying in their gaps, filling the gaps, and being at home for when the ball carrier gets there. And they're attacking downhill to make sure they're not pushed back at the point of contact.
Kylan Zimmerman has been one of the big playmakers on this drive. Great situational awareness, whether he's running or handing the ball off. Here we go, and it looks like they're going to give it to him again. This time he's going to throw it, got pressure on him. Zimmerman runs to the left, tries to scramble for a first down.
I believe he's going to be marked short, but great play to extend that play and give himself a chance there after the pass protection broke down.
And he was marked short. It's going to be 4th and inches here for the Crusaders. Short yard situation here. It's up to Tri-State to try and just gain about a yard or two. Big conversion here to put them in scoring position.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised here to see them try to draw them off sides. Very disciplined on both sides of the ball here, though, so maybe difficult to get that.
Let's see if they do. They're lined up for the snap. This one's going to go in the hands of Zimmerman. High snap, but he hands it off, and it doesn't look like he got it. And that's going to be a turnover on downs, and South Haven has the football.
Great defensive stand there by South Haven. I think they're operating under the understanding of, hey, you may get this, but someone besides Zimmerman's going to get this for you.
And a great decision there from the defensive coordinator, calling a great play, getting the stop, and now South Haven has the ball once again. 24-6, 7.5 minutes left till halftime. And that type of momentum swing is exactly what you need in a big bowl game like this. Here we go now, South Haven. Trying to continue things on. They're going to snap this one back to Choate, who's going to throw a deep ball to Atkinson. That one is complete, and Atkinson's still on his feet, past midfield, past the 30. He's got men on him, past the 20, past the 10. No one's going to catch him, and that's going to be a touchdown for the Patriots. A long play from opposing territory, or from their own territory, and he makes a huge score.
Yeah, great job there. Get Atkinson in space. You've handed him the ball several times. Get him out there. Let him make a man miss. Great throw by the quarterback. He found him back there and delivered a strike for another big play for South Haven.
And South Haven's offense continuing to be dominant, and this is exactly why it's important to have a great defense, because when you make big stops like they did previously, you allow your offense to just create bigger gaps in the score, and that's exactly what happened. This is a well-rounded football team, and they've definitely proved it in this game. South Haven coming up for the 2-point conversion. After missing out on a bunch of points from the previous attempts, they're going to try again and hope this is the lucky one. It's Choate step back. He gets this one to a man who gets into the end zone. That's going to be Jared White, and that 2-point conversion is good.
Went with a tight end screen there. Great play call to make sure you capitalize on that 2-point conversion and don't leave those points on the field.
And a great score there from South Haven, 32-6, and another great offensive drive from this team. More football after the break. Stay tuned. Here we go, big kickoff here from South Haven. After that monstrous defensive stop and the score, they're going to kick this one deep. It's going to go to the right, and it's going to land in the hands of Dominant Sproul, who's off to the races, passes the 30, passes the 20, going to find the end zone, and that's a touchdown for Tri-State.
Doesn't appear to be any flags there. Way to grab the momentum back for Tri-State and stay in this game.
And a huge play from Donovan Sproul, a kick return for a touchdown to keep the Crusaders in this game. An excellent way to respond to two disastrous drives from the offense and the defense. And that's exactly what this team needed. Now into the double digits for the first time in this game. Showing signs of life here in the second quarter with 7 minutes to go. What a quick and explosive drive there for Tri-State. Off the kick return, going for the 2-point conversion now.
Ball placed on the left hash.
This is going to be Kylan Zimmerman in the back. Definitely the most explosive player on this team. He's had a couple of really great plays. It looks like they're going to give it to him and see what magic he can do. He charges up the middle, does not see the goal line, and that's going to be no good.
By number 2, Combs, and dropped.
So with a score of 32-12, Tri-State finally showing life in this game, and we're going to see if they can continue that fight when we come back from the break. Stay tuned.
Cole to kick off for the Crusaders.
Welcome back here to the second quarter of the Victory Bowl here in Panama City Beach. The Tri-State Crusaders with a big play
Back deep for the Patriots.
to finally get them up into the double digits here. Showing signs of life, they're going to kick this ball off back to South Haven. Here we go, that ball is kicked, bounces across the ground, but safely lands in the hands
Recovered by number 13
of Nolan Griffin.
That's really best case there for Tri-State. You don't want to give any of the
Ball
playmakers
placed
of
at the
South Haven
42-yard
a chance
line when the
to
Patriots take over
answer with
first and
another kickoff return. So great job keep it on the ground. Just make them recover it and put your defense on the field and let them make a stop.
Again, what a great catch there by Griffin, making sure he doesn't muff the football. It's going to be 1st and 10 now for the Patriots. They've had some amazing offensive drives in this game. Lots of explosive plays, huge yards. Definitely a lot more production compared to the Tri-State side. Now we get to see if they lay off the gas or continue on that momentum. It's 1st and 10 here. Wyatt Choate in the back. Tate Bellard running around in motion. This ball's going to get snapped to Choate. Choate's going to chuck it to the right. That pass is caught by Schroeder.
Pass to number 8.
He gains about 5 yards on the play.
For a
That was a
5-yard
great
gain.
catch. Way to concentrate through traffic,
Ball out to the
haul it in. Took a
46-yard
big
line.
hit at the end of that
Second
play
down.
there, but held on to it for the gain on 1st down.
Solid play. Nothing too crazy, but a nice gain nonetheless. It puts them at 2nd and a half here. Clock still ticking here in the second quarter. We've got about 6.5 minutes. Here we go, South Haven coming up to the line for second down. Choate standing tall. This ball snapped to him, so Choate's going to try to escape pressure, and he gets sacked on the play, and a big one from the Tri-State defense.
Yeah, and the great thing for the defense there is they were able to get that pressure with 3 guys, so they didn't have to simulate it. They didn't have to bring a blitz. They were able, just their front 3 were able to put the pressure on there and get the big sack on second down.
And I believe that was Elias Croker on the play there that got the sack. And that's the thing that the Tri-State Crusaders have been looking for all game. They finally get a big one. It'll be 3rd and long now for South Haven.
Preston is such a weapon there. Like I said, if your front 3 can do that, play in and play out, it allows your backers and your DBs to not have to get involved in the pass rush and really focus on their job in the back end.
Here goes South Haven on 3rd and long. Looks like a timeout's going to be called here. This is such a big moment for Tri-State. When you're fading in the way that they are heading into halftime, you got to come up with these big defensive plays to keep yourself alive in the ball game. That's exactly what they're doing here.
Yeah, if you can get off the field here and answer and go into halftime at 32-20, come back out with a 2-possession game, you feel a lot better. But it just feels a lot like if you don't get South Haven off the field here, you're going to depend heavily on the big play for the rest of the day.
You said it. With an offense this explosive, you got to wonder what's going through the minds of some of these defensive guys every time they see Choate step back or Atkinson get the football.
Yeah, they've spread the ball around so well. I mean, we've called so many different guys' names today, and still there's a few that we haven't said, that on Thursday night had a big impact. So this is a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare here. Just so many weapons. 3rd and 15 is not ideal, but I know South Haven's probably not stressing too much, just knowing so many different ways they could go on this long 3rd down.
And it's easy to get comfortable when you're in a position like South Haven. It's easy to want to lay off the gas, especially with the time counting down till halftime. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. They're going to pitch this one. Almost misses the pitch to Atkinson. And Atkinson still on his feet. They're saying he stepped out of bounds. He thought he was still in. So that's going to be 4th and long after he steps out of bounds. There was definitely a miscommunication there on the timing. Choate pitched the ball to his right, almost overthrew it.
Yeah, and Atkinson had to come back to it, broke his stride, wasn't really able to get cut up before he got to the sideline. You saw that. The defense did an excellent job stringing that out, used the sideline as an extra defender there.
And it looked like a good drawn-up play. The execution just fell flat. And now a 4th down situation with a lead like this. It looks like they're going to punt, which would make the most sense, but we've already seen some trickery in this game.
Yeah, I would be surprised to see a return man, no one back deep at this time. I think they're going to make them punt it and live with the change of possession.
Oh, and it looks like we have a Tri-State defender who jumps off sides.
Drew him off sides. It's going to be a 4th and 10 now. Not sure that changes what South Haven does, just gives them a better position to punt from, I guess.
I believe that was Graber that jumped the snap count.
Crusaders 5-yard penalty is now 4th.
You can't blame the young man. A blocked punt would go a long way right now. That's why I think you don't see a return man. Also, they're playing it safe, but I think they're going to go try to get this. Just that'd be a huge impact here if they can get a block and get the ball down here and in this field position.
Let's see if they still decide to go for the punt. I'm sure they will.
He just sent in a play call with number 9, so I would.
So Ballard's coming in. It looks like they might be trying to go for it here with the extra yardage. They're sending the punter back, so they might just have him in for defensive purposes.
It's going to be a South Haven timeout here, it looks like.
Timeout called there by South Haven. Lots to think about here. What a game we got going on so far. 32-12. What a game we have going on here. More football when we return after this break. Stay tuned. Welcome you back here on this big 4th down. It looks like they're going to elect to punt it with only 5:15 left of the half.
Still no return man back.
This punt's going to go straight up, not too far. It's going to land at about the 30-yard line, bounces backwards.
Crusader bounce to the 48-yard line.
They're going to spot
Where
it
the Crusaders will take over first and
at
10.
about the 48. That punt only went about 10 yards, not too far there on the play.
Yeah, smart decision there by Tri-State. You know, the return man's great. The yardage he can produce is excellent, but they've already shown the fake. You know, they only sent 3 after the ball, so I don't think they were trying to block it there. I think they were just trying to make sure they get the ball back here. 5 minutes, more than enough time to score and hopefully bleed this clock down and not give South Haven another opportunity at the end zone before halftime.
Well, one thing is for sure about this Crusaders team. They've definitely shown that they have fight still in them. Despite trailing early on in the game, they've still shown that they can continue to keep this one hanging in the balance, and so far they've done that with this 32-12 score. A touchdown before the half would be a tremendous confidence boost for this team. Here we go. This one is snapped and it's handed off.
Hand off to Croker over the left side.
That was Elias Croker on the handoff. He gets knocked down. It'll be 2nd down on the short gain.
The great thing about having 5 minutes left is you're not in a hurry. They can run the regular offense. They like handing the ball off, running it inside, making sure the defense is doing their responsibility. So, you know, they're going to be able to huddle. There's no rush here. Like I said, it'd be best if they could put the ball in the end zone and not give South Haven the ball back just because of how fast South Haven can score it. So I don't expect to see them get outside of their normal game plan at all here. I expect them to stay on the ground, short passes.
Here we go, 2nd down attempt for the Crusaders. See what they accomplish here.
Got a reverse.
A little reverse play here to Donovan Sproul, who's going to lose a ton of yards, gets backed up behind the 30. It looks like he landed at the 28, and that's going to be 3rd and very long for Tri-State.
For a significant loss back
Not exactly how they drew that one up.
to the 39-yard line.
The Tri-State's offense shows some signs of struggles here late in the first half.
Yeah, I definitely understand going to that there. You've been such a run-heavy team, run, and South Haven's been doing such a good job of coming downhill. But South Haven's also stayed on their assignment. You saw that. Everybody stayed home. They penetrated into the backfield and were able to blow that up before it really even got started.
Here we go, 3rd and long now for Tri-State. They've already shown that they've been struggling on this drive, so now they have to figure out how to dig themselves deep out of a hole. Speaking of deep, they got a deep pass, and that sails over the head of Sproul, who is the intended receiver.
Incomplete.
He was in double coverage there, kind of locked up behind the down marker and was unable to get a hand on it as it sailed overhead.
Yeah, that's the difficult thing here for an offense that likes to keep it on the ground, likes to pound it away. They do have playmakers on the outside. They just don't get a whole lot of opportunities. So, you know, you see he's double covered there. That's definitely the guy he wanted to go to, but it looked like South Haven knew that as well, sent an extra defender that way. Fortunately, it wasn't underthrown. An underthrow could have been detrimental there.
Here we go, 4th down. Defense doing a good job at keeping them back. They're going to punt this one away. It's going to land and roll past the 20. And it's going to get spotted at about the 19. What a end of this half we're seeing so far. 3 minutes to go, and South Haven is starting to run away with the ball game. More football and more when we return after the break. Stay tuned. Left of the half. 1st down here for South Haven after receiving the punt. This explosive offense, we've used that term a ton today, but that's just because of how good this running core is. And it looks like we might see another big play as he drags the defender down with him.
Brought down after
That, of course, being
about
Cade
8
Atkinson,
yards
the
by
big
number
back that's
12.
contributed to a lot of the success of this team today.
Looks like he got his shoestring there, held on, waited for the cavalry to come. Great run on first down, however. And like we talked about, we'll go back to that after this play.
And a great opportunity here for South Haven.
Ooh.
And he runs way off size. That's going to be a flag against Tri-State.
Great play call there. Get him in a hurry-up situation, bring the guy in motion, get the defense moving around, and then go with the hard count. That was just a great situational awareness there by the coaching staff to send that in. And great execution by South Haven not to jump.
Good start to this game from what we've seen. South Haven trying to do the best they can with moving the ball, even with the commanding lead that they have. Just wanting to get those extra confidence boosters where you can, get those extra yards, maybe even an extra score in the last 2 minutes of this one. And here we go. It's going to go into the hands of Choate, who throws a screen pass, and it's tipped by the defense. Almost gets picked off, but that pass is going to be incomplete. And it's going to be second down now for the Patriots.
Great job by the defense there, getting back there, having active hands. Ball goes up, swats at it, gave his backer an opportunity there to pick that. Ball fell just a little short, but those are the type plays, not giving up, playing hard, getting in the backfield, disrupting. Those are kind of plays that will allow your defense to help you get back in this game.
South Haven on a big second down here. 1:54 to go in the half. 32-12 is the score, and this team has been showing dominance since the opening kickoff. And here we go. He's just going to run with it. This is Atkinson, who's going to try and find a cut. Does get it, but gets the whole defense on him. Still trying to move. So he'll get knocked down at the 45. Did he go out of bounds? I believe he did.
At the 45-yard line, which will give the Patriots a 1st and 10.
And a big first down there to move the chains.
Yeah, I don't expect to see South Haven get outside of their game plan. They've been the whole game taking shots periodically. So with 1:44 seconds left, I don't think that changes what they do. I think you'll see just more of the same, at least with this much time left.
And here we go. South Haven's going to try and get another one in. This is Atchison again, who gets to midfield.
After a 5-yard gain.
Keeps the clock running by staying in bounds. Here we go. It's second down. Let's see what these Patriots can do. They're going to hand this ball off, and he's going to run right.
Hand off to White.
Gets about in the same spot. Doesn't go too far.
We're going to have a hold there on the right guard. When he went out to reach, the defensive end did a good job of getting wide. All he could do is grab, and he got called for it on that one.
That was Jared White there, the senior on the carry, before that flag was thrown. They're going to back this offense up a little bit. So here we go, second and long situation for the Patriots with a little over a minute to go in the first half.
10-yard penalty. Remains second down.
He'll look for the snap. He's going to get it. A little bit of a low snap, but he throws that to his right. That ball is caught. And while he doesn't go anywhere after the catch, Jared White does come up with the reception.
Now with less than a minute, you may see South Haven start hurrying up a little bit. You see them straight back to the line here. Coach sending in the play call.
With that urgency, you can definitely tell they want to keep the foot on the gas. Definitely Good sign there if you're a fan of that team. And they're going to throw it to the left. That ball sails over the head of White. That pass is incomplete, and it'll be 4th down now for South Haven.
Incomplete. Number 21, Gerber, defending.
So 4th down, 28 seconds to go. The team with the lead has the ball. Let's see what the decision is here.
29 seconds. And the ball placed at the 49-yard line. It's 4th and 6.
They've got the receiver up top by himself. Don't be surprised if you see him working space here with a quick pass.
It looks like that might be the case as they snap it back, and it's handed off to Atchison again. Atchison throws the football now, and that pass is intercepted by Tri-State.
Gerber, who returns.
That's going to be Klein Gerber with the pick.
At the 42-yard line.
Great play there by Gerber. Trick play, stayed with his assignment, didn't get caught up in all the pageantry in the backfield, and was there for a big interception and returned it back to get some yardage back on that.
And now with 18 seconds left, Tri-State actually has a chance to maybe score here and make this game a little closer heading into the half. Dangerous situation for the South Haven defense. But we've seen them come up with some big stops already, so it makes you wonder if they're thinking about what they want to do here.
Yeah, and as a play caller, you know, Tri-State's has been content with keeping it on the ground, grinding away. Obviously, in this situation, that doesn't work, so it'll be interesting to see what he draws up here with this not necessarily being their strength offensively.
Here we go, and the ball is snapped. They're going to throw this one to the right. This pass is caught by Kortang. He goes down at the 40.
For a 5-yard.
It was a great route. Great route. He created a lot of separation there.
9 seconds remaining.
And a well-delivered ball there.
But flags down on the play.
9 seconds to go. There's a flag at the 45-yard line. Let's see what the call is here.
South Haven did a great job there, forcing him back in after the catch, not letting him, you know, spin out towards the sideline where there was no help. So great job by the DB there, even though he gave up the reception and the receiver was able to get some separation. He did a great job of getting him back inside where he had help and pushing him inside to get tackled.
So that'll be some defensive holding. That'll actually bring the offense up further. So now with 9 seconds, Tri-State's going to have a even better chance at trying to score here.
4-yard line, 1st down.
Getting things lined up here quickly. Whistle blown. A little bit of commotion going down on the field with the referee stoppage. Looks like things are going back to normal here. So here we go, 9 seconds to go in the half. Tri-State with the football, hoping to be in scoring position. The pressure comes, he throws that ball left. It's a jump ball situation. Did he come up with that? Yes, he did. Oh my goodness, what a 1st down.
They're gonna have time for one more play here if they can get it in.
If I'm not mistaken, I believe that was Donovan Sproul that came up with the reception.
15-yard line. With 3 seconds left.
And a timeout called here. Crucial moment, 3 seconds to go left in the half. And we'll see how this drive ends when we come back from the break. Stay tuned. We return from the break here. First down, 3 seconds to go. Tri-State's going to attempt a score here. Hoping to make this deficit a little less intimidating heading into halftime.
A lot of space down here at the bottom of the formation.
And here we go. It's snapped to Zimmerman. He's going to throw it to his left, and that pass is batted away, incomplete, and that's the end of the first half. Your score, South Haven 32, Tri-State 12. We'll see you after halftime. Stay tuned.
The third quarter of this game.
What a game we've had so far in Panama City Beach in Division I here. The Victory Bowl, the consolation game for the two teams trying to end the season out on a high note. What a game here by South Haven. They've done so good in this one so far. This ball gets kicked on sides and goes out of bounds, and this will be a penalty.
10 yards before it went out of bounds.
South Haven has still not let up. We talked about that in the first half. They come out strong with an onside kick attempt, trying to get the ball back and go ahead and make a statement early in this second half.
And here we go, the South Haven offense coming down on the field, hoping to make a big play. First and 10 for the Patriots. They've had an explosive offense all game.
So the ball will be placed on the 45.
Tri-State now coming in first 10. My apologies.
The second half, first and 10.
Tri-State's been looking for answers on offense all day. They've gotten 2 scores. They had a chance to score before the half. Fortunately, that opportunity fell short with a couple incompletions. And now they're going to get a chance to try and redeem themselves. So Tri-State first and 10. Here we go. That looks like an offsides call over there on South Haven. Looked like it was number 9 down there that jumped.
On the Patriots.
That being Tate Bellard.
5-yard penalty.
Yeah, and Tri-State took advantage
Renee's
there of South
first
Haven
down.
coming out so energetic, so juiced to try to, make that statement. They got them trying to jump that snap early and went with a hard count. Got a free 5 yards to start the drive.
And Ballard's jump causes Tri-State to move up a couple yards. It's going to be first and 5 now for the Crusaders. They're going to fake hand this one off and throw it left wide open. They got a man going straight towards the end zone. And that's going to be a touchdown from Isaiah Castro.
He's in for the Crusaders.
What a great
touchdown.
play call to start out the second half. The first half, you run the ball. Just threw it when they got in the late quarter situations and also long distance. You come out here on first down, go with the play fake. Everybody bites on it, leaves the tight end by himself. Great execution there, and a great play call to start the second half by Tri-State.
And that's the offensive explosiveness that they've been looking for all game, and Tri-State finally got a good play that goes downfield, and they get a touchdown and close the gap on this deficit a little. Now they're going to go for the 2-point conversion. We saw South Haven missed a couple of those today. Let's see what Tri-State can do on this play. They're going to run right, and it's no good.
Stop short.
Seen lots of failed 2-point conversions in this game so far. What are your thoughts on the aggressiveness from these teams?
They're really making the defense play responsibly, fill the gaps, and then like you saw there, and you've seen South Haven do it a couple of times, go with a heavy run, show the play fake, see if those backers are disciplined enough to stay with their pass responsibility. And there's been a few times today we've seen they haven't been. They've got lost in the run game. And so that's a great job by the coaches, great job by the play callers specifically, and just making these defenses play assignment football and taking advantage of when they don't.
South Haven looking to receive from the kickoff here.
For the Patriots.
And if you're Tri-State, that's exactly what you needed coming out of halftime. Get on the board early. You'd love to get 2-point there and make it a 12-point game, but you're still – if you can stop them here and get another score, you're right back in it.
So here we go, maybe looking to kick deep. There's some returners out there at around the 30. Tri-State now with the kickoff. This one's going to be a squib up the middle. It's touched and picked up by Tate Ballard.
Covered by Ballard.
And South Haven's going to start this one.
5-yard line.
Tri-State's been content all day on that squib kick. You noted early in the game how they missed one. Front line was able to recover it, but since then they've been content with getting it to that second level, making the guys pick it up several times today. They've dropped it and just had a fall on it. So I think Tri-State is very, very content with giving the ball to them at the 35-yard line, not giving them a chance for a big return.
And even in these situations where we've seen them backed up, South Haven is a team that knows how to make big plays and get some big yards. It almost seems like no matter where they start, they're going to make a big play. And South Haven's going to try that here from the 35. They hand this one off to Atkinson, who gets about 5 on the play and goes down.
For about a 5-yard gain.
You know, 5 yards feels like a win today with Atkinson for the defense. Great hard run. I'm sure any offensive coordinator will take 5 yards on first down. But you can see a little frustration from Atkinson there that he was taken down on first contact.
Yeah, talk about a kid that knows how to break tackles. The junior here, Cade Atkinson, knows how to shed off defenders left and right. And when he puts on the burners, he is a gone man. And he has done that all game and contributed greatly to the 32 points that this team has put up here. Here we go, 2nd and 5 now. Or 2nd and 6. Waiting for the snap. This one's going to be handed off. He rolls right, and he's going to lose quite a few yards on the play. And it's going to end up being 3rd and long for the Patriots.
Great play by Tri-State there. Didn't let them get outside on that. Strung it along, made the big tackle in the backfield. Now, if you're Tri-State, it's so important here on this 3rd down to, like I said, don't lose the tight end in the back end. Keep everything in front of you, make the tackle, and then give South Haven a big decision to make on 4th down.
Tri-State playing good defense here thus far. One of the things they struggled with in the first half. It's looking like maybe they can make a stop here.
And I think if you're South Haven, you're going – I know you're not in plus territory, but I think this is 4-down territory if they can gain some yardage.
Avoiding the encroachment from number 8 there. And he's going to throw the ball. That's going to bounce off the ground. Incomplete. That pass was intended for Jack Rush, but unfortunately gets to the ground before it gets to his arms.
And that's the first play I've seen Atkinson drop back and throw the ball. I think they put him back there at the quarterback position. Everybody thought, hey, it's going to be a direct snap run. They sneaked that tight end out. They had him just slide under throw. I think that's what you see when someone who's not the primary quarterback gets back there. Great play call, though. Great play call.
You've said it. Here we go, a big opportunity here on 4th down. Looks like they're going to punt this one away back to Tri-State.
No return man again. They're going to make them punt it.
Here we go. This one's going to go back, bounces over the 20, stays in bounds, and it's going to get spotted about at the 16-yard line.
If you're Tri-State, that's exactly how you had to start this second half. You come out, you recover the onside kick, you strike quick on offense, come out here, hold South Haven to no first downs, get them to punt the ball away, and now you're out here with a chance to make this a one-possession game.
You said it, and what a great opportunity here for Tri-State. Great defensive stop there, and they're going to try and move the chains and slowly get some yards and maybe put some stuff back on the board. We saw that explosive offense on the last drive. Huge score, of course, with the touchdown. And they're going to try it again.
So far, Tri-State's offense, they've got a big rushing touchdown and then a big passing touchdown. It looks like they'd rather stay on the ground, but since now they've had some success in the pass game to the tight end, it'll be interesting to see what they go with here in the second half. Of course, they've kind of got, scoregami in the fact of a special teams touchdown, a rushing touchdown, and a passing touchdown. So what's next here?
We've definitely seen a lot go on from both of these teams. Tri-State now, of course, trying to kind of shake up the defense a little bit by experimenting with new things on offense. And here we go. This is Kylan Zimmerman in the backfield now. He gets the ball. He hands this one off to Elias Croker.
Off the left side. Brought down for no gain.
No gain on that one for Croker.
Atkinson.
You'll notice Tri-State's splitting a wide receiver out all the way at the sideline. I mean, they're less than a yard off the sideline, and you just wonder, is that just to split that guy out, take that guy out of the play, or will they eventually try a slant or some in-breaking route and give that receiver all that green grass to work with one-on-one out there?
Here we go, 2nd and 10 now for the Crusaders. They've had a couple of big plays. 2nd and 9. They've had a couple of big plays. Let's see if they have another one. They're going to hand this one off. He's going to find some room, escapes, and he's off to the races. This is Croker trying to find room, and he goes down at the 35. A huge run and a first down for the Crusaders.
You know what they say, dance with the girl you brought to the dance. So they've gotten here based off the run game. They're going to stay with it, keep grinding away on the ground, and get big plays like that.
Nice momentum shift there for Tri-State with the big defensive play and the big offensive play. Starting to maybe shake South Haven up a little bit. Here we go. It's a new set of downs. 1st and 10 for Tri-State. Ball snapped. They're going to hand it off again. Nowhere really to go. And he's brought down. That was Ryan Kolb that time. Rylan Kolb. Here we go, 2nd down.
2-yard loss on the play. 2nd down.
Looked like Tri-State was trying to follow the H-back there, as they've done most of the day, and just 2 guys for South Haven got back there. He had to pick one, left the other one unblocked. That'll be something interesting to watch there if they may slip that tight end back out again as they did earlier, or even utilize the H-back in that pass game.
2nd and long here after the 2-yard loss. They got Zimmerman in the back. Got some shifting going around there. They're going to give it to Zimmerman, who's going to pass now. Runs up the middle to escape pressure. Rolls right, and he's going to take off for a huge gain. Gets the first down and more, and goes out of bounds at about the 16-yard line.
Great decision there. They slipped the H-back out on a route. They had the guy at the top of the formation on a route. Everybody else, you had 5-man protection. Drop back. They picked up the H-back well. They covered the receiver, and so he just made a play with his legs there. Got the first down. Got inside the red zone here. Really gives your team an opportunity to do anything on offense. But I would expect a steady diet of runs with Zimmerman here.
And a big first down there from the Crusaders, moving the chains as they march their way into opposing territory, hoping for a score. 32-18. Trying to see what they can add to this one. They're going to call a timeout here. And we'll see more football when we come back from the break. You guys be sure to stay tuned. You don't want to miss this one. Here we go. It's a first down for Tri-State. A large opportunity grants. Let's see what they do with it. Shifts the man in motion behind the line. They're going to snap this one. It's a fake handoff, and Zimmerman's going to run up the middle that time. And he goes down for a pretty solid gain.
Finally brought down by Ross.
That was a great block by the H-back. He picked up that outside backer, was able to kick him out of the play, gave Zimmerman a rushing lane to get that 5 yards. And I think if you're Tri-State's here, you're content 5-yard them, 5-yard them, 5-yard them, and then take your shots. But it at least today seems like that's where Tri-State's strength is going to be, holding on to the ball, marching it down the field.
Good second down opportunity here being presented for Tri-State. As the clock slowly continues to tick, we're about 6 minutes away from the end of the half. And the Crusaders here to line up. Here we go. It's second down for Tri-State. Zimmerman's going to pass up the middle now. That pass is caught, and he's going to try to fight for it. Did he get in? The officials haven't called it yet. He might have been short.
Going to mark him down at the 1 yard
He's going to be
line.
marked down at the 1.
And I do think that was the right spot there. I think he hit the ground and then extended the football, so great spot there by the ref.
What a reception from the tight end, DJ Graber there. Huge play for the offense.
Yeah, and I think you're seeing Tri-State run this the way they've wanted to the whole time. They've been able to stay in front of the stick, so they've been able to pick their spots on passing, throwing it on not necessarily obvious passing downs, throwing that play fake in there, making South Haven respect the run, and then taking their shots like that.
Big play there. They got a man on the outside. That being Donovan Sproul. You can see him down there at the bottom of your screen. They're just going to run it up the middle. It's Zimmerman with the football, and he breaks in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Crusaders.
Put it in your best runner's hands and see what he can do. We've talked about that with Atkinson on the other side. And, you know, in that 1st and goal, you love to see that. Love to see him put it in his hands and tell him just go get it.
And just like that, Tri-State's back in this ball game. We thought that maybe South Haven was running away with it to start things, but Tri-State seems to kind of have things figured out. They got the momentum, and they're coming back.
And not to say this is a crucial 2-point conversion, but obviously you have to get one of the next two. If you can somehow get the next two, that'll put you in the driver's seat, really, if your defense can come up with a stop. So it'll be interesting to see what this play call is here.
Let's see if they do. We're lined up for the 2-point conversion now. It's Zimmerman in the back. The ball snaps. Zimmerman's looking to pass, escapes the pressure, throws it. That ball is tipped.
Caught in the end zone.
And it's caught, and they're going to say the 2-point conversion is good.
We do have a flag. What a play. What concentration there by the receiver. It'll be interesting to see what the penalty is there, but great concentration there by the wide receiver.
Is that a flag or is that a mouth guard that went down? I guess it's a flag. The referees are congregating. See it down there in the end zone. Yet to hear an announcement on the PA about it.
I would imagine it's something that can be enforced on the kickoff since both teams are.
That appears to be the case as they pick up the flag.
Pass interference defense. So even with all that, even with the PI, the receiver, you know, was able to work through the deflection there, come down with it. So now all of a sudden, 6-point game, Preston. What are you know?
Just like that, we knew it could come down to a moment like this, and it exactly has. In the 3rd quarter, we got 5 minutes to go, 32-26, and this is shaping up to be a great ball game here as we get set for the kickoff here.
I would expect to see a squib kick here. They're not going to want to give South Haven the opportunity to return this.
Correction.
It must not have been pass interference, Preston, because pass interference would have been something they would have just declined or accepted.
Yeah, something here was enforced on the kickoff. They're moving the tee up, and looks like we're going to get a chance to kick it deeper.
It would have been a dead ball penalty, so it must have been an unsportsmanlike conduct or something of that sort for it to be. We didn't hear the PA announcement, though. So
here we go. Ryan Kolb set to kick for Tri-State. He's going to boot that one deep. And it sails past Jared White and goes into the end zone.
The back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. South Haven hoping to make a statement here as the opposing side slowly creeps up to them.
Where the Patriots.
And that just shows that specialty or that 2-point conversion, how that can affect that next play. And really the drive, because now you've given them their worst starting field position of the day. Not sure that'll change anything play call-wise, but just make them go the full 80 yards here and make them string together a drive, unless, of course, they go back with the explosive play that they've done all day.
Here we go, 1st and 10 for South Haven.
Choate with a keeper
They're just
up
going
the
to run
middle.
it up the middle from Wyatt Choate. Doesn't go really anywhere.
Brought down
That'll be
by
second
Grego.
down.
And I would go as far to say that's probably a setup for later. You don't see him take a lot of just straight snap and run downhill, so not sure what that may be setting up, but keep an eye on that later in the day because that seems like something they're trying to set up.
Here we go, second down. Might be going for a run here. And it is. It's going to be Atkinson who tries to run with it. Shakes off a couple of defenders. Still on his feet. Gets the first down. Goes down at about the 40-yard line. And a huge run from Cade Atkinson.
That gives the Patriots a 1st and 10 from their own.
Yeah, most times when three's lined up at quarterback, it's a direct snap run. You know, earlier, one thing Tri-State needs to remember, though, earlier in the game, they slipped a tight end out on that formation, and he was wide open, just a bad pass. But definitely when you see three back there getting the snap, it's probably coming right at you.
A much-needed first down there for South Haven. They're going to run this right. It's Atchison again. I believe he got the first down that time as well. And they're going to move the chains again to see where they mark him. I believe he got it.
Atkinson came out there, not sure if his helmet got knocked off or what. He looks okay, just has to come out for a play. So we'll see where they go with the ball on this
50-yard line.
And they are going to move the chains. It is a first down for South Haven. Explosive ball game thus far. South Haven now on the 1st and 10. Choate in the back. He's going to hand this one off to Jared White, who gets tackled at the line of scrimmage. Goes nowhere. It'll be second down.
Zimmerman.
Jared White, at least Thursday night, lined up a lot out at receiver. They threw a lot of slants to him, gave him the ball in space, let him make plays. It's interesting to see him running primarily from the backfield today. You know, be interesting to see how they utilize him down the stretch of this. 2.5 minutes left in the third, and it has been all Tri-State this second half.
And what a swing of events we've seen here. When we started the game, we thought that South Haven was going to run off with this one. Here we go now. 2nd and 10 for the Patriots. Not a lot of time left here in the third quarter. Might bleed a little into the fourth on this drive. We'll see here in a minute. It looks like a timeout's going to be called. And we're going to come back to this one after the break with more football. Be sure to stay tuned. Here we go, 2nd and 10 opportunity for South Haven. They've been struggling offensively.
No Atchison here, so see where they.
And here we go. This is going to be a huge pass to number 5, Jared White. That pass is incomplete. And a great play from the defender in the secondary there. Leighton Cole.
Great play call there by South Haven. You put White in at the H-back spot, used to people blocking from there. You run him on a wheel route, really get him in a foot race with somebody from inside the box, probably a linebacker. He obviously had a step on the guy, slightly underthrown, but what a play call. And just great defense by Tri-State to make it difficult on him.
That's a best-case scenario for the defense. Great play there to make it 3rd down. 3rd and 10, we've seen South Haven have some explosive plays, but do they dig out of this one?
You know, and you would think 3rd and 10 here is definitely a pass play, but when you got Atchison in the backfield, or when you got Atchison on your team, a run play could be just as explosive.
They've been having trouble running the ball, too. Tri-State's defense done a great job at
Atkinson
keeping the middle guarded up so he can't escape through. He tries to move that time. It'll be 4th down.
Finally brought down after a gain of about 8.
Atchison with an 8-yard gain there on the ground. Clock's going to continue to tick. Third quarter starts winding down. What a drive we have thus far. A big 4th down moment here for South Haven. Of course, they have the lead, but it makes you wonder if they can try to score.
So you got 4th and 3, maybe a long 3 here. Atkinson in the backfield, White at H-back.
Has the offense run out of gas yet? I guess we're going to find out. This is Choate who throws up the middle. That pass is complete to Jared White, and a big first down for South Haven.
For a first down.
And no one wants to give up the first down, but I think Tri-State should be very, very thankful that that's all they gave up there. He was wide open in the back end there. It looked like he may have tripped, lost his footing. There was no one back there with White, and so that was really best case there for Tri-State after that completion.
Clock still ticking, got about 46 seconds remaining. Here we go, it's 1st and 10. 36 seconds left. Let's see what South Haven does. This is Choate. Choate's going to fire over the pile. Looked like that pass was intended for White, but he got caught up there at about the 25-yard line, so that's going to be incomplete.
And that's a great no call. I think I see some people asking for the pass interference there. Offensive coordinator obviously upset. That ball was nowhere near. It looked like a miscommunication by the quarterback and receiver. It looked like the quarterback thought he was running a corner route, and he was more in that 10-yard range, more like a drag, dig type route. So
here we go, 2nd down. 28 seconds for South Haven. Of course, there is the 4th quarter, so do know. Wouldn't be surprised if this drive bled into the 4th quarter. Here we go. He's going to pitch it over to his right. This is Atkinson, and he's going to fall down. It's going to be 3rd down now for the Patriots.
Stopped by Cole.
Great job trying to get Atkinson in space, but Tri-State just staying disciplined, staying there, getting it out to the sideline, make him cut up, have a whole host of guys there to make the tackle.
This is going to be a big 3rd down opportunity. Timeout's called, and we'll return to this one after the break. Be sure to stay tuned.
The 3rd quarter.
We start the 4th quarter here. South Haven's offense on the field trying to make a good opportunity for themselves on this big 3rd down. They're going to go with a quarterback run.
Fighting for yardage down to the 26.
And forgive me, that was Atkinson on the run there. The big running back who's done a lot of damage to this defense all game. But this time the Tri-State defense is doing what they've been doing all this half and really just showing a dominant display of power to make sure Atchison doesn't break off for big touchdown runs.
It's another big fourth down. They're leaving. It looks like they're leaving the quarterback on the sideline here. So I would expect another run here. You know, he did throw it earlier in the game, so you cannot fall asleep on those tight ends. But with 3 catching the snap, I would be looking for a direct run here.
Here we go. 4th down for South Haven. They're going to go for it. Runs up the middle, gets the first down, and it's Atkinson swinging past the 20 for another set of downs. What a play from South Haven.
Down to the 18-yard line. That gives
these
the
4th down
Patriots a
conversions,
1st and 10.
staying on the field, keeping this clock going. That's a big story right here in this late 3rd and then early 4th quarter now for South Haven. It's the 2nd 4th down this drive, I believe. So
South Haven's been doing a good job at keeping the drive alive here. 1st and 10. Trying to extend their lead. They're going to hand this one off to Tate Ballard. Ballard trying to get some positive yardage. Gets about 4 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd down now for South Haven.
And this is where depth really can start to play a toll on, you know, Tri-State and South Haven. Who goes deeper? Who's got a deeper rotation? At least offensively, we know South Haven does. But the question would be, no matter how this drive ends, how many of these Tri-State defenders have to turn around and be big players on offense? That could be something to watch here.
South Haven now on a big 2nd down. They've been chipping away slowly at the yards, hoping to continue with that. This one's going to go to Choate. Choate hands it off to Atchison.
Hand off to Atkinson.
Atkinson gets past the 15 to make it 3rd down.
Looks like we're going to have a 3rd and 5, but one thing we've learned about South Haven on this drive is they don't seem to mind if it's 3rd or 4th down. They're going to keep chipping. They're going to keep pressing. They have not seemed to be, you know, flustered by these 3rd and 4th down plays.
Atkinson has been such a valuable player to this South Haven team. He's been keeping their drives alive. He's been fighting for extra yards. He's been shedding tackles. He's been doing what he needs to do to put the team on his back, and he's been doing such a great job. Wyatt Choate as well at the quarterback position. This dynamic duo has been doing a lot of damage in this game, and that pass is going to sail over the head of Schroeder.
Intended for Schroeder.
And that's not going to go the way that South Haven was hoping for.
So now here we go with another 4th
That
down.
brings up a 4th down and a long 5. Maybe more like
4th and 5. A lot of things on the table here. We've seen the run be very effective. We've seen several different guys effective in the pass game. I would be surprised from the 15-yard line to see them go for the end zone here. I think they're going to be working towards those sticks, but nothing. Wouldn't rule anything out here.
South Haven in the red zone now. On 4th down. Crucial moment in this game. They're going to throw overhead, and that ball is caught, and it's a touchdown for the Patriots.
And that's why I'm up here talking to you and not down there coaching the game. He went for the end zone there, made a huge play, and really gives themselves some separation here with 8.5 to go in the game.
And he got wide open on that play, just darts past the secondary, and he gets a huge pat on the back from his coaches on that one. 38-26, and South Haven extends the lead late in this one.
It's a great job by the quarterback to be patient, wait for that crossing route. He cleared the linebackers, had some separation, threw a dart to him, and big touchdown there. And look at it, 4th down again. Does not shake the South Haven team.
2-point conversion attempt here from the Patriots. Let's see what he does here. He's got his men spread out. He's just going to run with it. This is Atkinson again, who gets the 2-point conversion, and it's good.
For the 2-point conversion. With 8:26
And holy cow, what an
left in the
electric
game,
fourth quarter we have as Tri-State now has to
Patriots
really
40,
fight for a chance to win this one.
Crusaders
And we're going to see how this story
26.
continues when we come back from the break. You're watching this game on 8-Man Extreme. Stay tuned. Here we go, an onside kick there.
Onside kick recovered.
Bobbled and
by
recovered
number 80, Graber.
by DJ Graber there to
49-yard
make sure
line.
Tri-State has the
Crusaders will
football.
Take over there, 1st and 10.
8 minutes, 25 seconds. Down by multiple scores. And it's up to the Crusaders to try and figure out how they want to play the rest of this game. Not a lot of time left to be playing in a conservative fashion.
Yeah, you see South Haven staying aggressive there, trying to get the ball back to put a nail in this one. But great job by Tri-State to recover that, give themselves a chance here to bring it back to a one-score game.
First and 10 now for the Crusaders. Zimmerman in the back, he's going to get it. This is Zimmerman slinging the ball downfield. Who's going to come away with it? The answer is nobody. That pass is incomplete. It'll be 2nd down for Tri-State. You could see the idea behind the play. He had a guy that was open, but unfortunately he wasn't able to compete for it. It bounced out the hands and led to that incompletion. Second and 10 now for Tri-State. The ball snapped at Zimmerman again, trying to pass. This time he throws to his right. That pass is batted away by South Haven. That was Schroeder that time with the deflection.
Broken up again by Schroeder.
Great play from the South Haven defense, keeping that one from being a good reception.
Yeah, they made it very difficult. They had a good pass rush, and then several bodies headed towards the ball. I think it was just a, maybe not a pass breakup in the traditional sense where a guy gets a hand on the ball, but just made it so difficult for that receiver to make that catch.
Here we go now. It's 3rd down. Tri-State yet to do anything here. Zimmerman throws the ball again, and it sees the ground again. So this will be 4th and 10 after the 3 straight incompletions from Zimmerman.
Great pass rush there by South Haven.
That brings up
it almost looked like a screenplay with the way those guys got back there, but they just peeled their ears back, put pressure on the quarterback, and made him retreat and throw it up to make sure that he didn't take a sack there.
Starting to show a lot of effort here. Just when we thought that Tri-State was maybe showing all the momentum on offense, it's actually South Haven whose defense has come back alive. I guess the touchdown on the previous drive kind of sparked some inspiration for them to get back in there and lock in after so much time they had to catch their breath. So here we go. It's 4th down. Zimmerman's going to pass again. Who is he going to throw it to? That pass is complete, and it's a big 1st down, and it's caught by Donovan Sproul.
He's going to get the 1st down there. I don't think he thought his knee hit the ground, but the guys in black and white did. So great play. Way to stay in it. Check this replay.
Look, he got the 1st down and dropped onto one knee after the catch.
Woo, it's going to be very close in a game like this. I mean, the ref just has to make the best call. I don't think there was a wrong call there. Obviously, if we were college football, maybe we could review that, but I think he made the best call there. It did look like it was very close, but either way, great play by the quarterback to stand in there, let that play develop, deliver a strike. and get a new set of downs to work with.
So new set of downs indeed. 1st and 10 now for the Crusaders. This is going to be Zimmerman who steps back, tries to avoid the pass rush, escapes
Zimmerman
the pressure,
scrambling out of the pocket.
and that time he throws it on the ground. I think South Haven's sideline was looking for an intentional grounding call, but they're not going to get it.
Number 51, Roush.
You can see where he gets rid of the ball at the end there, and it eats the ground. The entire South Haven sideline wanting a call on that play.
Yeah, he was outside the tackle box there. I know the ball didn't get across the line of scrimmage. I don't know if they're gonna, say maybe the tackle affected the throw, and it wasn't. That call's officiated so many different ways from week to week. You really don't know what you're gonna get.
So the ball goes back to the
can't
original
fault them
line
for
of
asking
scrimmage.
for it.
2nd down.
But I think it was a really good no call there.
2nd and 10 now for the Crusaders. Zimmerman now.
Hand off to number 33, Croker.
Hand the ball off to Croker. That was Croker that time. Was able to get a solid gain on the play.
To the 28-yard line. 3rd down and 1.
Not a bad play there from Croker's. Not the first time we've seen him make some impactful plays for this offense here today. That, of course, probably one of the bigger ones because we have 6 minutes and 39 seconds left in this game, and Tri-State needs to hurry up and try to get into the end zone before it's too late. 3rd down here, not too much to go to move the chains. This time it's Zimmerman on the play action, gets that to his left. That pass is complete, and it's a touchdown by Isaiah Castro. There's a flag on the field back at the line.
I think you're going to get a hold here, which is so disappointing. Such a good play, such a good job by that tight end to look like he was attacking for the run game. Breakout, he was wide open, good throw by the quarterback, but I just think somebody got a hold of a jersey and wouldn't let go.
That might be the case as the flag was thrown at the line of scrimmage. And it looks like that touchdown from team captain Isaiah Castro might be coming back. Very unfortunate for Tri-State. That was a very explosive play with a lot of good time on the clock. They definitely could have worked with that had they got it.
Yeah, Tri-State's done a great job today of setting up that tight end pass. They've went to it several times, and people may say, hey, why is he up? They're doing such a good job of running behind that tight end. So when they do go to that, they're still going play action behind the tight
Illegal
end.
chop
He's
block
attacking
below the
like he's going to make
on
the
the
block, and then
Crusaders.
breaking out towards the sideline. So it's really putting those guys in a bind, making them make a decision, and we're going to try to come down and stop the run, which I've seen so many times today. And then by the time they realize it's not a run, he's out in space. Quarterback's getting him the ball. And just unfortunately for Tri-State there was a hold. That's why he had so much time. But I would expect them to come back to that play. It's worked several times on this drive alone.
So they actually said it was an illegal chop block. That's what the penalty was for. So it'll be coming back for that reason instead of holding.
Back to the 43-yard line.
Still costly for Tri-State nonetheless. Third down and long now for the Crusaders. 6 minutes and 15 seconds to go in this game. Zimmerman and Croker in the backfield. They're going to give this one to Zimmerman. It's another play action. He's going to throw this one into double coverage, and that one's going to be batted away by Atkinson.
That's tricky. That was a one-man route. If you watch that, as we show the replay here, only one guy goes on a route here. So he had time. It's just it looks like Atkinson's waiting back as a safety, kind of in that middle zone. So that was the route. That was the post route they were trying to get to. He beat his guy by just a step. Decent throw, but you can't. When there's a guy waiting back there in the middle of the field, that's a tough one to throw. I think he probably needs to just pull that one down and rush. But a good throw, just I didn't see the guy back there in zone.
And a costly mistake there. It's now 4th down. They have to make some magic happen. It's going to be Zimmerman now looking to pass. Tries to escape pressure, and the ball comes out. South Haven or Tri-State still has it, but that's going to be a turnover on downs.
Caleb Zimmerman.
Yeah, with just under 6 minutes left to go, 5 minutes 50 seconds left, it'll be interesting to see how South Haven attacks
And the
this next
Patriots
possession.
will take over on downs at the 45.
I know they don't want to give the ball back to them, but also this is so much time left. I think you got to stay in your normal offense. I don't think you can sit on it here. I think you've got to keep attacking, go with what you've done all day, and just, I would expect them to try to get in the end zone here and not just milk the clock.
Now it's now South Haven coming up for a 1st and 10 after the big turnover on downs forced by the defense. We thought they were maybe fading there for a while, judging by what we saw in the 3rd quarter, but it seems like South Haven has gotten their swagger back on this one. And on 1st and 10, they're going to try and run it.
Off the left side.
It's Choate that time for a short gain.
Down by Graber.
Yeah, I think Tri-State will probably try to hold on to their timeouts here, see if they can get off the field with a 3 and out, and then
Maybe
still have 2 timeouts left to
game.
work. South Haven burns one there, it looks like.
That's going to be a timeout called by the Patriots.
Timeout on the field called by the Crusaders.
Nope.
As by the Crusaders, so timeout for Tri-State. And we're going to see how the rest of this exciting 4th quarter continues to go. Don't tune away. You don't want to miss anything. This is 8-Man Extreme. It's 4:32 here in Panama City Beach, and we are exactly 5:31 away from maybe seeing a winner of this bowl game. It's now 2nd down for South Haven. The team currently with 40 points. What an offensive showing they've had all game. What a great defensive showing we've seen from them this half. The whole team really well-rounded. They've put up some great numbers as they look to continue that trend.
Showed with a handoff to
Well,
Atkinson.
except they don't that time. They get back behind the line of scrimmage.
For a loss.
That'll be a loss there, and 3rd down for the Patriots.
Tri-State uses their last timeout, so they're going to be without a timeout for the last 5.5 minutes. However, entering this big 3rd down, if things go the way they you can only assume they plan, is they'll get the ball back if they can get a stop here with about 4.5 minutes left.
Timeout on the field.
Calling these crucial timeouts in a moment like this. You're down by multiple scores. There's 5 minutes, 23 seconds. Definitely going to try and play some clock management ball without the timeouts when they inevitably get back on offense. That's, of course, pending if the defense holds this offense. We've talked about South Haven all game. My goodness, what a performance from this team we've seen so far. Cade Atkinson, an absolute unit. He has proved that he is definitely one of the best players on this team. Every time they give the ball to him, it's almost a guaranteed 1st down, and he's put up some amazing plays in this one.
Yeah, and it's been from the running back position, the quarterback position. He had some from the wideout position, kick return. I mean, everywhere he's at, if he can get the ball in his hands, he's dangerous. So such a hard thing to keep up with him. And like I said, any time he has the ball in his hands, it could be tricky for the defense.
Here we go. It's 3rd down. Let's see what South Haven calls up here. It's going to be Atkinson again.
Atkinson back to the original line of scrimmage.
To the original line of scrimmage, so it's going to be 4th and 10.
So you'll have a 40-second play clock here. I would assume South
Brings
Haven
up
will
a
milk
4th
that
and
down
10.
to the bottom. And I wouldn't be surprised to see them go for it here, honestly. with the way the offense has been clicking tonight, milk that clock down and just take a shot here.
With the lead they have, it wouldn't be surprising if they did decide to go for something like that. So another big 4th and 10 here. Also want to remind everybody that following this game at 5 p.m., at 5 p.m. we have the Division II Sun Bowl between Bensford Christian and Acadiana. And that's going to be a big game there. Nice little bowl game. And then the Division I National Championship game will be right here at 5 p.m. between the Freedom Cowboys and the Evangel Christian Lions. Quite the slate we have for the rest of the night.
The Patriots, their second.
Yeah, this national championship will be the second matchup for Freedom and Evangel this year. Both quarterbacks were injured in that first go-round. It'll be interesting to see it full strength, or as full of strength as you can be this time of year. You've got both your leaders back, both your quarterbacks. I believe both of them play linebacker on defense. It'll be interesting to see if that changes anything from the first time or if it stays more of the same from the first game.
Timeouts called here. It's going to be interesting to see what the Patriots decide to draw up on this 4th down. Like you said, it would not be surprising if they decided to try and go for it, just to keep this game within their control and they can start playing clock management and put this one in the books.
Looks like they are going to punt it away here. I do not see a return man for Tri-State, which, you know, if you were going to try to return one, this would probably be the one I'd go for, but I do understand that fake punt earlier. You just want to make sure you get the ball back and give yourself a chance here.
This will be the smartest decision. They're just going to let the defense do the talking as they have all game, and there's a flag on the play. It looked like somebody jumped.
Flags on the play, illegal procedure.
Yeah, number 19 there. Just tried to get a little bit of a head start.
Still 4th down.
Try to make sure he covers that punt and doesn't give him a chance to make a play there.
So if they weren't going to punt before, they definitely are now. 4th down and long. South Haven looking to punt this one away. Let the defense come back out on the field and let them conjure up some game enders. Here we go. 4th and long, punting unit in the back. This one's going to sail overhead. Gets beyond the 30, bounces past the 20. How far can they get it to go? And it gets to about the 9-yard line. My goodness, what an amazing punt. And that's going to spot it.
The Crusaders will take over.
And Tri-State's going to have to dig themselves out of a very deep hole. 40-26, down by multiple scores. And they're starting this drive from the 9-yard line.
Yeah, great job by the punt team there. Put your defense in great position. Now, you know, you're 2 scores up. They've got to get 2 scores and 1 2-point just to get this into overtime. That goes a long way, making them go 91 yards. You got to keep everything in front of you here. You know, South Haven's had a very attacking style of defense all day. It'll be interesting to see if they keep going after it like that or if they pull a safety or something over the top to try to keep everything in front of them.
And we're about to see what the answer is here. 1st and 10 for the Crusaders. This one's going to go to the back. He's going to run it and gets tackled after a very short game. That's going to keep the clocks running. Remember, they don't have any timeouts. That was Donovan Sproul there on the run.
Up to the 10-yard line, 2nd down.
Not a lot of time left. 3 minutes, 54 seconds. That clock is ticking while they try to get some subs in. It's 2nd down.
Sproul still in at quarterback here.
Donovan Sproul lined up to throw the ball, looks like, or he might just take off with it. No, he's going to, well, he is going to try and run, but the pressure got to him, and he's dropped back at the 9-yard line, so they're still struggling to gain any yards on this drive.
Number 12, Hill.
Yeah, this is a tough situation to come in for your first drive at quarterback. I didn't notice anyone get injured earlier, but I can only, the quarterback standing over on the sideline, helmet in hand. So I feel for this young man getting the ball on the 9-yard line to start this drive, but he's staying in there, giving it his best shot.
It's the junior Kylan Zimmerman replaced with the sophomore Donovan Sproul, who gets a nice pass there to Silas Pfister.
Pfister is complete out to the 12-yard line.
It'll be 4th down now for the Crusaders.
4th down and 7.
Got 4th and about 7 or 8 here. I assume you're going to see a downfield pass here. I would be careful if I'm South Haven. Don't over-pursue the quarterback. Don't let him step up and have a running lane. He could really hurt you there.
4th down, he's going to go for a pass now. This is Sproul. Got a lot of pressure, runs up the pocket, and he's not going to make it. That's going to be a turnover on downs. South Haven has the football. There's just a little over 2 minutes to go.
18-yard line.
Yeah, defensive ends did a really good job there getting deep, flushed him out. Defensive tackle, though, stayed home. As soon as he went through, shed his block, got there, got the stop. If that defensive tackle doesn't do his job there, that could be really dangerous as he had a lane. The linebackers had went out in coverage, DBs were out in coverage, so it's really up to that defensive tackle there to make sure he doesn't get through in one of those running lanes.
And an unfortunate situation for Tri-State, and it looks like South Haven is in perfect position here to end the game. Just 2 minutes on offense. Tri-State with nothing they can do about it.
Yeah, with no timeouts, all South Haven has to do is not turn the ball over here, and they can take this one. They can take this one down to the end.
And they're just going to get in the victory formation and knee this one out to end the game. What a performance we've seen today from this team.
Yeah, South Haven came out, and you could tell that they played off some emotion from that heartbreaking loss, that overtime loss to Evangel Thursday night. And then hats off to Tri-State. South Haven came out, capitalized on a few huge plays, stayed in it, came back in the third quarter, brought it to within one possession, and then South Haven just flipped it again in the fourth quarter, controlled the ball for a lot of that fourth quarter, and was able to put Tri-State away.
2nd down now.
The Patriots take a knee.
Clock's going to continue to tick after the knee.
That puts the ball back at the
3rd down, and what a gutsy performance from this Tri-State team. They gave it their all, showed some signs of life towards the end, but were not able to complete the story here. And a huge, huge win for South Haven.
Yeah, just a great way to finish the season off. Some of these seniors, it'll be the last time they play, so you're really proud for this South Haven team to come down here. It didn't quite go their way in the first round, but, man, they responded today in this bowl game and gave themselves something to be proud of.
They're just going to stand here and run the clock out. Live football. Well, it took the defense a little bit of time to realize that. The flag is thrown on the play.
Yeah, with that 40-second play clock, he needed to kill about 10 seconds, and I guess most of the defense was content with him just running the 10 seconds and taking a knee, but one guy got a little impatient and hit him a little bit late there after the kneel down. So,
and what a big ending to this game. We've seen a lot of victories from the named Patriots over the huge course of American history, whether it be Revolutionary Wars or some of the several Super Bowls. But today, the Patriots' victory is in bowl form. Ladies and gentlemen, the South Haven Christian Patriots have won the 2025 Victory Bowl here in Panama City Beach, Florida.
Christian Patriots 40.